Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be working on this 1977 wheel horse B-100. They claim they're an 8-speed. It appears that it's actually a 6-speed. If there's any wheel horse people out there, let me know if I am correct or not. But it looks like a 3-speed with a high and low and reverse. This one appears to be pretty decent original paint tractor. Front end's quite beat up. Somebody was big on running it into stuff. But other than that, it looks pretty original. That and the seat. The seat's obviously not original, being a snapper. I've had this tractor for about a week and a half now, and I'm finally getting around to getting it in the shop. I was trying to get some other stuff done before I worked on this, but I need to get to this so I can get it running and get it sold. I'm not going to be keeping it. From what I understand, it has a 10-horse Kohler in it. Yep, 10 horse. It says it right there. Where's the oil check? Oh, good, it's down there. I don't know if the plastic gas tank's original. Somebody in the comments let me know. It's full of good clean oil. I know you guys can't really see that. Smells a little bit gassy, but not so much that I'm afraid to start it on that. I'm not going to retighten it because I'm sure we'll be changing it. Transmission seems good and tight. I don't know why there's a notch back up in here. Shifter won't go into it. Goes through all the other gears. I assume that's a brake lock of some sort. Choke works. Throttle works, but gets hung up open. I assume the governor will pull it back down for me though. I didn't give a whole lot of money for this tractor. It just kind of fell into my lap and I decided, why not? Let's do a video on it, see if we can get it started. It actually came with 2 other tractors, but I got rid of them already. John got them. Tank's good and clean, dry. So maybe we can put some gas in it and get lucky. I don't suppose it'll have spark already, but we'll try. I have a battery charging currently that I'm going to put in here. There's a dealer sticker. Let's get that battery in here, see if it cranks over, and see if it has spark. If it has spark, we're going to dump some gas in the tank, get the fuel system primed up, see if it'll fire. Let's take the air filter off too. Check that while we're waiting. Oh, pretty good and clean. Somebody's been taking care of this tractor, I think. Carb looks pretty clean inside. It's not a warblow, so we should be okay. That moves freely. Everything about this suggests that it's taken pretty good care of. High, low. Has a little play in it, but seems to work. Okay. Let's get a battery in her and see what she does. Do the spark check. Nothing's drawing power. Okay. Hit the key. We had spark, but we don't now. Well, you guys couldn't even see that. I'll show you again here. No spark. Now we got good spark. We don't have any fuel down here yet. Let's try to fix that. That's going to get me some. Yep, I was right. Give the starter a break for a second. Give it a tiny bit of throttle. Let's persuade it. That's not good. Try another shot of starting fluid. See what it has to tell me. All it wants to do is backfire through the carburetor. It doesn't actually want to start. Which leads me to believe that it's potentially out of time. But you wouldn't think so. So I'm going to keep trying a few different things. Give it some more throttle. It's not interested, is it? Not behaving. Where's the starting fluid? Alright, let's try this again. Carbs rebuilt. Give it a tickle. Old fuel pump was just complete trash, so I did away with it. Try the new one. Both valves are doing what they're supposed to. We got spark, we got lots of fuel getting in there. I believe it may be 180 degrees at a time, so we are going to pull the head off and see. It fired. Yep, 180 degrees at a time. That should be closed. Yeah, that's where it fired right there. It's 180 degrees at a time. Awesome. It should fire right there. Instead, it fires right there. So we're 180 degrees out of time. Lovely. All right, we're back over here on the wheel horse. I just finished the 2 Gravely walk behinds that you've seen already. As I showed you a minute ago, the engine's 180 degrees at a time, which means I could probably do it while it's in the tractor, but it's going to be easier to take it out. So I am going to take a few things apart before I take it out. I'm going to take the muffler off, of course, and I'm going to take the main shroud off, which will also take the coil off, it looks like. And I'm going to take the flywheel off, and maybe take a few other things apart so it's lighter to pick up. Got to drain the oil and take the oil pan off. I'm considering just leaving the oil pan on the tractor because I can take out the 4 bolts and just leave it on the tractor and pick the engine up off of the oil pan. But I've got some taking apart to do, so let's get started. Somebody was in here. According to that, it's timed right. Why are we firing at the wrong time then? So I don't know if you're going to be able to see it very well. There's a dot right there, and then a correlating spot on the crank. Going to be hard for you guys to see back in there, but it's timed correctly there. But it's firing 180 degrees at a time. So something's messed up. So I'm going to look at this a little bit and bring you back. Okay, so I talked to John for a while and we did some brainstorming, and these points are weak. That's the only thing I noticed. So our suspicion is that that has something to do with it, because the engine's in time, like I tried to show you yesterday. So I'm going to put new points, condenser, and plug and put it back together and see if it will run. The bore still has really good cross hatching, so this is going to be a really good engine, it looks like. I have one of these gaskets, and the one behind it here looks good. So we're going to reuse that. They had one shim in there, so I'm going to go ahead and put one shim back in and see if the end play is how I like it. And once this is back together, I'm going to run the piston back to top dead center and wire wheel the whole top of the bore here. Well, not the top of the bore. The top of the block and the top of the piston. I'm curious to see if it's been bored. Oh, it has. 20 over. So it's been freshly rebuilt. So if I wanted to keep a wheel horse, I found a good candidate, I believe. Look at that. Very clean. 20 over piston. It's even got a part number in the piston. Now I'm going to try and clean some of this crap out of the bore here. This engine's in remarkable condition. Wonder why it was parked. Hopefully we don't find something wrong with the rest of the tractor after we put a bunch of effort into this engine. But if we do, the engine's going to go right on the parts shelf as a spare. Okay. I'm going to replace points. Condensers on the tractor, I'll replace that too before I hook points back up. That's via John's suggestion. I don't really think it matter with no power, but we'll do it anyway. Just in case. Put the head back on. And I gotta clean up the gasket surfaces. Actually, I can probably reuse that gasket. It's in pretty good shape. But I'll probably replace it anyway. Alright y'all, I put this all back together as far as you see it now. This morning, before I went on a tractor run, I came out to the shop this morning at 4. We left at 6. So this has been drying all day. It's like 4:30 now. So it's been out here for almost 12 hours. That should be plenty of time for the gasket material to be dry. We'll tighten down the oil pan bolts. I'm about to throw the PTO all back together. We'll throw the exhaust on, flywheel shroud. Got to put the new condenser on. I already put a new plug in it, new points. And we're flying back together, and hopefully this thing will start after that. Okay, battery's hooked up, full of fresh oil. I think we have fuel to the carburetor now. So we're going to not start it yet because I haven't remembered to hook up the throttle linkage or the choke. Alright, I have the choke and throttle hooked up now. Now I think it's time to try it. We don't have cranky. No cranky. Now let's give it a shot. Oh, good thing it didn't start. I don't know if we even have... Not back for a carb. Come on, man. What the heck? We haven't got spark. Not real happy, I just had to file brand new points. But we have spark. Kind of weak, but it's there. made the executive decision. Before I let it get too hot, I'm putting the points cover back on. See if it starts back up. Car big time. Got the bowl gasket. Oh, I reused the old one. I'm gonna try to take this out. Okay, one new carb bowl gasket later. Let's try to get it started. See if it's still leaking. And hope it isn't. So far. Got that mist in it and I don't like it. But it won't come out of it. I guess that's life. I can say, I've never drove a wheel horse before. I already don't like how close my foot is to that pedal. Another carb issue. We're leaking again, but now it's out the face of the carb. I'm just going to ignore it for a while and see if it fixes itself. Alright, it's 2 days later. I just got this thing fired up. We're going to see if it still leaks out the carb. If it does, I guess we're doing more carb work. So far, so good though. Just going to do it. Here it's starting to run rough. Hell, this opened and closed yesterday. Okay, well. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's right. We have a high-low. That's pretty slick. We have high and low reverse too. Oh yeah. Drives good, everything seems to work in that department. We are starting to drip out of the carburetor bowl this time, it looks like. Something. It doesn't know what it wants to do. But it's still running. So I'm sitting here running. Now dripping out the end of the carb. Shut the gas off there. Dripping right on the muffler. Not good. So it looks like we're going to need to do some more carb work to it. Okay. Found this carb in the parts bin. No clue what it's for. These ching-chongy carbs aren't marked. It's adjusted now to 2.5 and 2 for a 12 horse. Choke is backwards now because, well, the ching-chongy ones are junk. But I'm going to see if it runs on it because the old one is shot, the body is no good, and I've tried to take parts out of 3 other bodies and I cannot get the part I need out of any of them without breaking it. So we're going to try one of these Chinesium ones. I think I've got it kind of primed, so it should start halfway easy. be as good as we're going to get. I believe that that carburetor is not for a 12 horse. Alright, y'all, we're in high range. Put it in first high, which should be fourth, I believe. This should be high gear. Wait a minute, damn gauge is down there. Is it charging? Oh, that's right. It is, it's charging the battery. All this yesterday with one Gravely that we got running in one of the last few videos. For being a 6-speed, this isn't very quick. See how slow it will go in low first gear. It's like the John Deere creeper gear, you're not going to move. That's better. I mean, not too bad. Could be worse. I did it. Somewhere I lost this hubcap already. Alright. As you can see, she's sitting out here idling. It's not going to run perfect, and I'm not going to be able to make it run perfect because of the carb that's on it. I don't believe it's for a 12-horse engine. But it's running pretty good. I'm pretty happy for being a wheel horse, that is. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit the like button for me. It doesn't cost you guys a dime. It takes a few seconds of your time. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing also. Shows me that you enjoy what I'm doing. So, again, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.